What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are shopping my stash, which, you know, even me going through some of my stuff and some of my eyeshadow palettes, I'm like, I kind of forgot I had that. So I feel like it was really good to kind of revisit some old products. Some of them are not as old as far as like from when I purchased it. It's just a lot of products I purchased, I use one time and then I kind of put it off to the side because so many new products are coming out. So I feel like this kind of helps you use the things that you have in your collection and, you know, see if they can become new favorites if they are something that you did not like when you first tried it. So I really enjoyed this and I feel like I will do this more just to kind of start putting different products into rotation. Before we jump into today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below of some more content that you guys would like to see. And also give this video a thumbs up, as all of those things do help my channel. Let me know if you guys want to see a vlog, or, you know, want to see me start, you know, vlogging just a little bit, or kind of taking you along on my day to day. I will definitely try to incorporate that as well. And without further ado, y'all, let's jump into today's look. All right, you guys. So let me try to turn on, not that this light, hold on. Let me see. Okay, lighting might suck, but we are going to do a shop my stash. So all of my foundations are up here because when they were in the drawers, I didn't like how they were looking when they were like laying flat. So these are foundations I really don't use back here, but I know that I haven't used this in a while, the Airbrush Flawless. So we'll go ahead and use this one today for foundation. And then for primer, this is like my little primer drawer. I really don't care for this Rare Beauty primer. Let's see. Let's go ahead for setting spray. We'll use the Morphe Luminous setting spray. And then for primer, let's go with 2. So I'll go ahead and try the Glowish by Huda again. This is the Blur Jam. I'll use this in my T-zone. You guys know, if you've been watching, I really didn't care for that one. And then I'll use the Milani, come on and focus. This is the Milani Supercharged primer, and I'll use that on the perimeter of the face. So this drawer is like all of my Huda Beauty palettes, you know, little Patrick Ta, Makeup by Mario, Artist Couture, and then I have the L'Oreal blush palette in here, which I haven't used her in a while. Let me try to open it. So maybe we can use this one today for blush. I will never get rid of this palette. This is the Nicole Guerrero ABH highlighter palette. But for eyeshadow, I can't even open it. Let's just go in. I mean, she's so gorgeous. I honestly have all the Huda palettes and I never really use them. But we'll keep looking for eyeshadow. Now on my actual desk, it is a mess. I mainly have like all of my lip products and then like concealers down here. For concealer, girl, I guess let's go ahead and use the one. Child, I am so sick of my hands. Let's go ahead and use the one size concealer. Setting powders. Did my knees just crack? I feel like this powder kind of came and went. This is in the shade 2. Do I want to try this? Let's go ahead and use this one today, I guess. Let's use the Chanel. And then for pressed powder, let's go ahead and maybe use our e.l.f. Camo Medium 330. Okay, this is my bronzer and highlighter drawer. So, for bronzer, cream bronzer, let's go ahead and use the Juvia's Place Shade Stick in Abidjan. And then for powder bronzer, this is the Morphe Glamour Bronze. Let's use this one. I feel like they should have just came back out with this one, because this was really good. I did not like the new one that they came out with. And then for highlighter, let's just use the Artist Couture and Hot Damn. So we have powder blush. So I just need like a cream blush. What do we think about this one? This is by Colored Rain. I don't think I've used any of the new ones from LYS, like the new shades besides one. But I've never used this. You could tell. Let me try to open it with one hand, maybe. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. I've never used this one, so let's just go ahead and use this one. Okay, for eyeshadow, this drawer in particular is like all of my eyeshadow palettes that I would never get rid of. I don't know that I really want to use anything out of here. This drawer here is literally like all of my Juvia's Place. I have Color Rain and Beauty Bay in here. Jacqueline and Morphe, the ABH palette. Let me go check somewhere else where I have all my eyeshadow palettes. So this is the Crayon Case Blush palette. This Beauty Bay palette, which I need to do some dusting, y'all. So over here on this shelf, this is usually the shelf that sits behind me when I record. But I have all of my larger palettes. This is a new one that I haven't really got a chance to play with. Let me try to open it up. And this is by Be Perfect. So should we kind of play with some colors today or what? I don't know. All right, you guys. So just very quick, the palette of choice is this Made by Mitchell. I believe it's called Got Milk eyeshadow palette. So I decided to go in with like the burgundy and plum, orange, and like mustard shade for today's look. So I'm just pretty much going to go from the darkest to the lightest shade of the three that I showed you guys. And of course, we're just going to go ahead and start packing that plum shade on the outer corner and kind of bringing it up into the crease. And the reason why I be staring at my camera, y'all, is because last time I recorded, my camera did not record like I thought, which was the outro in my last video. So if you see me staring at my camera and I'm looking crazy, that is why I always want to make sure that I am recording.
Let's fly away, just you and me.
Y'all, I promise you, it never fails when I am trying to record. It's like my sister picks the perfect time to call me and disrupt me, her and her friend, with their little loud mouth self. You know what I'm saying? But no, so I'm just gonna try to speed through a lot of the eyeshadow part. You guys should still be able to catch it, and look how thick my hair is. Like, this is why I'm always keeping it up like in a bun and a ponytail or something, because it literally is too much for me to flat iron. It gets irritating, and you know, this is kind of why I keep it cut short. Like, I'm over it at this point.
I don't even care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you. Let's see the sun and have some fun. I'm so tired of living life in gray, babe. And you deserve to see the world from the other. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise.
All right, so of course, as I mentioned, for primer, we are going in with the Glowish Blur Jam primer. This honestly was not my favorite when I first tried it. I don't feel like my makeup held on as well as it did with like the Cali Ray or even the Milk Pore Eclipse mattifying primer. But again, we are going to go ahead and revisit this. I think I've only used this primer maybe twice. So we're just going to go ahead and put this in the T-zone. And then again, for the perimeter of the face, since I do like to go in with two primers for the most part, this is the Maybelline Supercharged Dewy Primer. This has ginseng and citrus extract in it. So again, I feel like this works for me more so around this time of year when it's fall and winter, because obviously the skin is not as oily or dewy. So I can get away with using this primer around this time.
I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you, paradise.
All right, so I have let the primer sit for about 3 minutes, and then now I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade 7.5 Warm. So for some reason, this definitely looks lighter than I remember it, and it is so weird because I feel like I was using this in the summertime. But I don't really want to go pick up a deeper shade. I don't know. We'll see. But I tried to use this Merit Beauty like buffing foundation brush, and it just wasn't doing it for me. I typically use this brush for like cream bronzer because of the way that it's smaller and it's more controlled and how I can pack it in. I do feel like this foundation does match me more in the center of my skin compared to the perimeter. And I ended up just going to wet my beauty sponge by, this is like the Sephora collection strawberry and cream sponge, and just kind of blending that on the skin. For concealer, this is the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer in the shade Medium 3 Golden. So I'm just going to add that, and then now I'm going to work in the cream bronzer. This is the Juvia's Place Shade Stick in the shade Abidjan. These are honestly perfect for cream bronzer. And I'm just going to take that same brush and kind of add it on there that I use for foundation. Mine as well. And then I am going to go in and try to blend in that cream blush first. Again, it is by Colored Rain, and I believe it is in the shade Silky Rose or something like that. If I can remember, I'll put it on the screen. But as you guys can see, when we did the Shop My Stash, this is a cream blush that I honestly have never used. And I feel like the tone of it honestly went perfect with the eyeshadow colors that I chose to add today. All right, going in with the Chanel loose powder. This is the shade number 30. It's like a universal loose setting powder. Um, it's weird, and it could be the lighting that I was looking at it from, but it looks a little more pinky to me now that I'm looking at it, and I'm not the biggest fan of the pink powders. Just gonna throw that out there. But I mean, it did its job. I would definitely have to test this with flash before I go out and wear this powder like this. I don't think I've ever worn this powder and went somewhere. I feel like I've only used this powder for review purposes or like, my YouTube. But I don't think I've ever used it for like when I'm going out. And I definitely need to do that. Like test, take a few pictures now and see what it's given before I even wear this outside of the house. All right, you guys. So this palette just came in the mail today. It is the Michoacan blush palette, and it came broken, which I am so very sad. I picked this up. It's a brand called Metamorphosis. I will have the link to this blush palette down below. And they are an indie brand, so she is running her business. And this blush palette, I don't think it's picking up that good on camera because I don't really want to pick it up and lift it because I don't want anything else fall out of it. But it's a beautiful palette, and I honestly bought it because of the orange tones. If you've been watching me, you know that those orange shades are my go-to. I feel like I am seeing some patchiness, but I do think it is this brush. I honestly just washed the brush, my brushes, and I don't feel like it was fully dry, so that is my fault, and I'm gonna try to clean this up. But yeah, her blush palettes and stuff like that are beautiful on her website. So I do understand it's not her fault that it, came broken, because obviously going through the mail system, anything could have happened. So I don't know that I would necessarily repurchase it. I might just say forget it when it comes to that particular shade. But again, going in with the Morphe Mega Bronze Mega Star Bronzer. I again mentioned this in the video earlier. I feel like they should have just re-released these because these were definitely a hit in my book. Now going in with highlighter, this is the Annette 69 and Beauty Creations collab. When I tell you, just look at this highlighter. Definitely one of my favorites, one of my go-tos. I believe it is still on Beauty Creations website, so if you can get your hands on it, go ahead and do so. I decided to go with this one instead of the Artist Couture highlighter. You guys, I did spray with the Morphe Luminous setting spray off camera, just using my little fan to kind of dry myself off a little bit. I have about 2 or 3 fans, and I do not keep them charged, so that's why I rarely use them in my videos. I am lining the lips with the Juvia's Place Cola lip liner. I did order, y'all. I hope y'all can't hear me hitting my hand, like hitting my fist. I did order the 3 lip liners. Shout out to whoever commented. I forgot her name, but she commented on my Juvia's Place review video and was like, they got the lip liners separate now. Baby, when I tell you, I went on there and added 3 lip liners and 4 different shades of gloss. So I'm waiting on that order. And I also went on Crayon Case and placed the order for couple of items during the Black Friday sale. So the lipstick is the Milani Fetish lipstick in the shade Pleasure. And then I did go over top with the lip gloss from Juvia's Place. It is one of the new ones that I did pick up. I don't think I remember the name. It was the lighter shade. I do know that. But I kind of went in the center of the lips with that one as far as the gloss. that is it for today's video. I hope you all truly enjoyed. Honestly, I feel like the look came out nicely. The only thing that I'm still skeptical about, which I feel like I still have to use and kind of play with, is this loose powder by Chanel. I can't say, like, honestly, the undertone is throwing me off. It definitely added some brightness on the under eyes, but I don't know for sure that it's my favorite. But again, that's it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know how you feel about this look, and thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I hope you all stay safe and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.